We've got Michel Taubmann. He is the official biographer for Dominique Strauss-Kahn. He joins us from Paris now. Michel, thank you very much for being with us. Can Dominique Strauss-Kahn make a comeback and run in this election?
Oh, I've always said, since the beginning of this story, that the political future of Mr. Strauss-Kahn depends on his judiciary destiny. So, if in the next weeks, or maybe in the next days, the American justice clearly recognize his full innocence, there won't be any obstacle to his comeback. This weekend in Paris, some polls have been published, and they indicate that a short majority of French people would agree with his comeback, and a larger majority of socialist voters. So maybe the main condition now for his comeback is himself, his own will. After such a terrible injustice, after 6 weeks of pain, he has suffered a lot, himself, his wife, his children, his family. Will he want to come back in policy, or will he want to do something else? That's his private choice, you know.
You are assuming, Michel, that he is cleared and then would make the decision to perhaps make a comeback. But just tell us how the French people have reacted in general. Initially, they thought Dominique Strauss was set up. How do they feel about how this reflects on his character?
You know, I don't think it's a problem between France and America. I think that's the way, that's the normal way of American justice functions. If Strauss-Kahn would have been an American rich man, he would have been treated the same. He didn't have been treated like that because he was French, but because he was a powerful man. So in 6 weeks, we have seen the worst and the best of American justice. And now I think the problem for French people is not a problem with America, but maybe a problem with French, maybe links with a possible conspiracy. We have no proofs now about any conspiracy, but some French members of parliament, socialists, say that they want to ask questions about the attitude of the boss of Sofitel. The hotel of Sofitel is a French hotel, and it's normal to ask questions because the boss of the Sofitel was responsible of the maid, and he said he believed to the words of the maid, and he said she's a wonderful woman, she's honest, we have to believe her. So if it is not a conspiracy, at least it's a terrible mistake from the Sofitel. And Sofitel belongs to a firm, the firm Accor.
Michel?
That's a French firm, you know. Yeah.
Michel, I wonder.
I don't know what the response. Yeah, but I think it's normal to ask the question now, you know.
Okay, but you know Dominique Strauss-Kahn personally. You have been studying him, his career, following him for years. You know his wife, you know former girlfriends. Does his reputation as a seducer, as a ladies' man, as a charmer, has that put him somehow in this position?
Yeah, but you know, I have said before the scandal of Sofitel, I have said that Dominique Strauss-Kahn is a seducer, but I was deeply convinced he couldn't be violent with anybody. So I said that, I wrote that in my book before the problem of the Sofitel. And of course, I didn't change my mind after the problem of Sofitel. So I think the fact he is a seducer is not a problem for French people. It's not a crime to be a seducer, you know? It's something normal, and especially in France.